Oh, why is this not playing? God damn it.
Did you break it? Play
No,
it.
I had
Play
your
it
song.
now.
I had your theme song going, but it
Play
didn't
it
work.
now.
No, it's time for Wombat's fortnightly news, but
Laughing like lovers, rolling like thunder. And I guess that's why it's Wombat's news.
yeah, none of it's working. What the fuck? Oh well. What do you got, Wombat?
Well, did you hear about the E3?
Yeah, it's on computers now.
It's Look, I'm at E3 right now. Look, I'm at E3.
Right.
I made it, guys.
Right.
I made it to E3.
I don't know what else they were supposed to do this year. Like, really? Like, they weren't going to have a convention. So
Did you hear
they something?
Now, there's all sorts of rumors and speculation on what they're going to do. Like, they may actually charge people to watch.
They said that they were not going to do that.
Oh, okay. Did they say they're not going to do that?
Yeah, that was the rumor, and then they came out the same day and went, "We're not charging you."
Good idea.
Okay. Yeah, because that would probably not go over as well as they think it would. Oh, that was such a weird rumor. I mean, they got a lot of people involved. Everyone that isn't named Sony, kinda.
That sounds fine.
Xbox, Microsoft.
It makes sense that they got everybody involved. Like, it's a big gaming event, whether people want to admit it or not. Like, it's gonna have eyes on it. It's not gonna have the same excitement as if it was a thing, like a physical thing. But I don't know. Hopefully, it's good. I would prefer that than an entire summer of gaming, where I don't know when news is coming out and there's no excitement because every week or every day there's like some other digital press conference that I didn't watch and I just read the highlights of. So if I can get a solid 3 days of nonstop video game news, I'm for it.
Sure.
Do you think there will be some good video game news by June of this year?
Oh.
I don't know.
Like what?
We'll see.
I don't know. It's just been kind of depressing with the lack of news for things.
They're gonna start teasing Halo. Halo's coming out.
It's gonna be Halo.
A lot of Halo. We got
Halo,
it.
that game that you were supposed to have already. The one that we had the product packaging stuff on the cookies you like.
Yeah, but we didn't want that. They showed us the dude with the square head.
They showed us that, and everyone was like, "This is bad."
Right.
And then Xbox,
like, yeah, you're right. This is bad.
This is bad. We should not do this.
They should open with that guy, and it'll be the most detailed guy ever. Like, you're gonna see every pore on this guy's face.
He'll have pimples that he didn't have before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A scar from when he fell off his bed when he was 9. So yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Right.
I mean, other than that, hey,
it's something to look forward to.
It is.
And nothing else.
Exactly. Maybe is Nintendo on board?
Well, I think so.
Let's meet in LA anyway and just watch it all.
Exactly.
In
the
a
hotel
hotel
rates are great.
Yeah,
you know what?
Great.
We'll all be vaccinated by then.
Yep.
So
the room that normally costs $700 a night is $189. I mean it's a renter's market.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's move on right to Shipwreck's slightly uncomfortable segment. First of all, Modish Robot wrote in and he says that we need some sort of intro to this segment that basically talks about what you're drinking and why you've selected that beverage for this evening. I think maybe that has to go towards the start of the show, not like an hour into it, maybe.
Okay.
But something to keep in mind.
All right. I'm drinking a Knob Creek rye with a Run-a-Muck maple old-fashioned syrup.
The fuck is that?
Knob Creek is a type of whiskey.
Syrup?
Yeah.
What do you mean syrup?
Like a simple syrup, I would assume.
Yeah, it's just like a mix-in.
Yeah.
So you got whiskey, you got a glass of whiskey, and then you have a syrup in there. What is that? Like a sugar syrup? Like
this is a maple one.
It's a maple-based old-fashioned. So you've got within there, like an old-fashioned has like bitters and orange peels, basically, are the main.
I like a good old-fashioned.
So
you know what? I'm gonna start smoking blunts on this because it's legal now, and I'm just kidding.
Now, do you have the one big ice cube, a round ice cube, or no ice?
I don't have any ice. I want to get some of those. I don't know.
I like the round ice cubes.
Yeah.
I like those are fun, especially in an old fashioned. When we used to go to, I doubt Cheapy remembers, but because he had been to Cork and Kerry with me, I think twice. But
what did you just say to me?
The bar that was in Cork and Kerry. It was the bar that looks like it's in a museum.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Yes, you are. I have photos actually.
Prove it. Produce them now.
Exactly.
Is this like Tucker Carlson and?
But I used to get old fashions when we would go there, not just with Cheapy. But
have you never had an old fashioned before, Cheapy?
What do you think?
We need to get you an old fashioned sometime.
I cannot. It tastes like burning to me. Everything tastes like burning.
We can make an old fashioned to where it won't taste like burning.
The last time I got drunk was like years ago. I had 3 beers, like 3 pints, and went to karaoke, and I was like, I was loud. I basically never drink to get drunk. I know my proper amount. What is your proper amount of those drinks that you're having right now?
Oh, you just drink one of these.
Oh, one of those is good.
You get like 2 fingers, and then you're good.
After the drink? All right, let's move on. Hey, we're right into Shipwreck Slightly Uncomfortable segment. Let's okay.
2 fingers.
3 is very uncomfortable.
Right.
Shanafan won't shut up about this question. He does not understand the point of the segment, but we're just going to go with it. Has Shipwreck ever taken a shit inside a gas station bathroom?
Of course. Who hasn't?
Right. That's not what we're talking. We're not talking about literally uncomfortable. Like, have you ever been in a plane with sitting next to a fat guy? We're not talking about that. We're talking about topics that are going to make him uncomfortable.
I don't have a problem if I need to take a deuce. I can do that, no problem, wherever I'm at.
Well, here's I have one for Shipwreck. This came from Swamp Ninja 61671 in regards to your conversation that we had last week regarding Falcon and the Winter Soldier and the situation with the Falcon and the police. And he is quoting you, and he would be he's a black listener, and he would be curious to hear Ship expand on the statement that he understands the race relations piece, but they are laying it on real thick.
I just don't think they had any kind of tact with what they were doing. It was like one after another of like the greatest hits of racial injustice. Is how the writing seemed to me on that show. Like, is it a serious subject? Absolutely. It's a common thing, but maybe stick to one of those things in a 45-minute episode is all I'm saying there.
I'd like to see. I can't say anything in support of Shipwreck because that's only going to make him less uncomfortable.
No, that's fine. They're not. This one is not an easy topic, but at the same time, it's not
because the black listener in question disagrees with you because as a black person in America, he feels that you can't lay this on too thick. That anytime you mention it or show it, it's important, and there could never be too much, and it can't be in the wrong place. So why are you telling this black American that he's wrong?
Yeah, why? Say he was wrong.
Why are you saying that black Americans are wrong?
I did not say that.
Wombat understands this segment. Shanafan may not, but Wombat gets it.
Of course I understand the segment.
I did not say that at all. But
look, I mean,
the writing is not very good.
Like in that scene where the police pull over, stop Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? They stop him. But they wind up arresting the white guy.
They do, but it's more. I think it's a better scene than you guys give it credit for. I think they do a really good job of showing people that may not see that because a lot of people that are watching Falcon and Winter Soldier are probably not watching shows that cater to Black America and that might show things like that regularly on another program. And if it just shows one person who's never seen that before, that this is something that actually happens to Black people in America, then I think it's important and worth having in the show.
Sure.
Sure. Can it be written better?
It could have been written better, but I still think it's important
that scene wasn't even the poorly written part. It was all the ones that were like leading up to that it just becomes like you're getting hit over the head with it a little bit too much.
I don't think you can overdo it in this climate. I
maybe
agree
you're
to
saying
disagree.
maybe he thinks he could do it better.
I think you can do it better.
Okay, that's fine.
I think you can do it better.
You can do that better?
That's all I'm asking for. That was much better. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. It smells good too.
Yeah. So.
Okay, that's
it.
That's pretty good. I felt like that was slightly uncomfortable. So we can move on to what would Wombat do?
Mm-hmm. I like this one.
This is a fun one. Tales from Retail. What do we have here? I have a bunch of these. I have enough of these for like a month or two. I think. Let's do. Okay, I have one from me that's really quick, and then I'll do one from somebody else. So I went to JCPenney this week, and
that was your first mistake.
Well, I was no, it's nothing. But hold on, don't worry. It's really quick. So I went to JCPenney. I'm online at the checkout, and the clerk says to me, "You probably get this all the time, but did anyone ever tell you that you look like Jeff Bezos?" Meanwhile, I'm wearing a mask, so whatever. He says, "Did anyone tell you look like Jeff Bezos?" What do you say back?
I am, and then I throw money at him and run away.
No, I didn't do that. I said, no. I said, yeah, I actually do hear that all the time. But do you know how Jeff Bezos got his billions? And he's like, no. What do you mean? Shopping at JCPenney, getting those deals. And he liked it. He hooked me up. He hooked me up with a 30% off coupon.
See, so I guess you did it right.
Yep.
I don't think that's such a terrible thing.
Okay, here's one. Ready? No, it's nothing terrible. No,
it's not like that. Oh, you know who you look like? Hitler.
No, it wasn't like me yelling at my neighbor. No. Okay, here we go. Catface Meowmer says, my family ordered some takeaway from a faux restaurant. They ordered a noodle dish with shrimp, squid, mussels, and crab meat. It was $22, and he had to drive 25 minutes to and from the restaurant. That's too far for takeout, first of all. Anyway, he gets home. He starts eating the food, and he realizes that there's no mussels or crab in the dish at all. Like zero. There was a little bit of squid, but there was none of the other things. So what do you do, Wombat? You're already home, and you're eating the food.
And okay. This is a tough one because I would be super pissed. There's also the question of what is the price difference of just the squid one? Like it, are we talking like
he was missing the mussels and the crab?
I know, but squid pho might also be $22. I don't know that.
No, squid's cheap. Squid's cheap. Squid's the cheapest thing on. Yeah, well, squid and mussels are cheap. Okay, sure.
Yeah, that's on. And the crab's probably not real.
So what do you do?
Anyway.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're stalling.
I would call the restaurant and say, I ordered this. You did not give it to me. What can we, what's the deal here? And they would probably say, next time you come in, we'll give you a free bowl of pho. And then I would say, sounds good.
Okay. So he did call the restaurant and told them the problem. And he said that he's going to drive back and return this food for a refund. And then he did that and he came home.
That sounds a little, it depends. Again, if I got the bowl, and I was enjoying, and it was good.
But what did he do for dinner? If he ate some of it, brought it back, and they asked him if he wanted anything else, and he said no.
I think it's overkill. Again, if you call and they apologize and they say we're so sorry, next time please, we'll give you a free bowl or we'll give you a bowl of the super seafood for the price of the lousy seafood. And the pho I had still tasted good because we never heard that.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Yes, PHO is pronounced pho.
Huh.
So
Woof.
yeah,
it's not pronounced that way in my head.
I know.
Well,
that's right. Because you have no culture
or Vietnamese people.
I don't know that I've ever had it.
It's delicious. It's a soup.
It's a noodle soup.
It's like ramen for Vietnamese people.
Yeah, it's Vietnamese ramen. That's probably the best way to describe it.
But it's lighter. It's usually lighter than like at least a Japanese one, and it's got like the rice noodles.
I may have had it. I just didn't say it out loud.
You very well may have, and it's again, it's the thing. I've gotten wrong food from a restaurant before, where I've called them and they've said things like, "We're so sorry, we'll make it up to you next time," and I just eat what I have because it's not terrible. I'm like, oh, it's not what I wanted, but I've had worse things, and I don't want to go all the way back.
I would never go back.
So, like, ever, you just wouldn't go
back?
No.
I mean, I would just eat it and suck it up, and maybe tell them. Maybe I would tell them next time. I don't know. I just don't want to be bothered. What do they get? I'd rather just pay the $4. Again,
it really depends on the level of egregiousness.
Right.
Like, if I ordered a bacon cheeseburger and I came home and it was just a regular cheeseburger, I wouldn't call. I would just eat my cheeseburger and deal with it.
Right.
If it was, I ordered a chicken sandwich and I came home and opened it up and it was a piece of lettuce, I'd be like, okay, something's wrong here.
Right.
So,
well, if you watch that cruise documentary, The Last Cruise, you'd find out that people, a few days into the isolation, people would get the food is delivered to their rooms. It's like, oh, it's hamburger day. Oh, but there's no actual burger. It's just a bun and lettuce, and
they ran out of meat.
Yeah, like you got what you got basically, and that was it. Like,
oh.
Yeah. Anyway,